Are you tired of pitching your premium value offer, but hearing nothing but crickets? Well, stick around, because in this video here, I'm breaking down the 3 biggest reasons why your premium value offer isn't selling. And trust me when I say this, it's not because of your pricing or your niche. So let's fix this today and get your business back on track. Hey, I'm 𝐂𝐻𝐈𝐻𝐿, and I help coaches, consultants, and course creators attract premium clients without chasing leads or slashing your prices. And when I launched my very first premium value offer, I figured, hey, this is a piece of cake. This will sell like hotcakes. Why? Because it's valuable. It's amazing. It's awesome. So I was kind of feeling myself, if you know what I mean. But then, like always, God has a way, God has a sense of humor, right? And God has a way of bringing reality to your face, and bam! Just like a hard slap to the face, reality hit me hard in the face, and it was not selling. It was kind of like how grandma used to do. When you're acting up as a kid, you get that slap to the face, all of a sudden reality kicks in like, grandma's grown, and I'm a kid, and grandma could probably hurt me. Well, that's how it was for me when I got hit with reality, when I kept pitching and trying to sell my premium value offer online. And here's the deal. Here's the truth. I struggled to attract clients. And my messaging was really all over the place. It was east, north, south, east, west. It was all over the place. And that might sound familiar to you as well, right? That maybe you're seeing the same results in your business today where I was. But the good news is, my friend, is I figured it out, right? I figured it out through a lot of trial and error and mentorship. And I'm going to share with you today how you don't have to go through that same time period of struggle that I did, so you can begin to fix it right now today in your business. And I'm going to share with you how I went from struggling to being able to consistently attract premium clients in my business. And also, I'm going to share with you the 3 biggest mistakes that might be holding your offer back and how to fix it as well. So, hey, let's get this party started, right? Let's go ahead and get started right now. So, mistake number 1, your offer isn't clear enough. Newsflash, my friend, premium clients don't buy programs. They don't buy modules. They don't buy PDFs. They don't buy lessons. They don't buy your pretty charts and spreadsheets. They don't buy any of that stuff. They buy one thing and one thing only. Write this down. They buy results. It's true. They don't buy your coaching. They don't buy your consulting. They don't buy any of those things that you and I may value, that you value so much. They buy one thing, results. So if your offer doesn't clearly communicate the transformation that they're going to get, I promise you, that's why your audience has become tone deaf to you. Your offer falls flat on their ears because they're only attuned to their transformation. They don't care how many lesson plans you have in there and PDFs and spreadsheets and templates and all the other. They don't care anything about that. They want to know one thing and one thing only. Can you get me results? Can you get me transformation? So let me give you a real world example you can do right now. You ready? All right, let me do this for you right now. Instead of offering business coaching, position your offer as helping coaches go from 5K months to 20K months in 90 days. So in other words, you help coaches scale from 5K a month to 20K a month in 90 days. Why is this so powerful? Why does this work? Well, number 1, my friend, it's specific. It's not ambiguous. It's not vague. People don't have to wonder, like, what do they do? Very well, it's very specific. Also, it's measurable. It has a timeline in there as well. So you will know or not if you're able to actually accomplish those results. And more importantly, my friend, it instantly tells your audience what's in it for them. See, people live at this station here. There's a new station on town. Our radio stations have 4 letters. Well, I'll tell you, in marketing, your audience has a 5-letter radio station. All right. And so you got to make sure that you are dialed in, that you're in tune. You know how it is when you travel. Now, I live in Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, and if you listen to the radio, you can only drive so far outside the area in order to pick up reception. Well, it's the same thing with your audience. So you want to make sure that you still in that same locality as your audience. So your audience is dialed into this station right here. 𝐷𝐿𝐿. You probably like, Chris, what's that station, right? Okay, let me tell you. That station is called What's in It for Me. 𝐷𝐿𝐿. The don't touch the dial. If you do everything with that type of mentality, with that type of focus, understanding your audience doesn't care about you. They don't care about your family. They don't. I'm being real with you. They don't care. They care about one thing only, themselves. And here's the deal. A couple years ago, they used to bother me. I used to be like, man, no. They're going to care about me. I'm going to tell them about me. I'm going to tell them about my thing, my story. I'm going to tell them about, my hero journey, right? I'm going to tell them about all the things I've been through. I'm going to tell them all the money I spent in coaching and mentorship, all the trials I've been through. They don't care about that, right? They don't care how many PhDs you got. Don't care how long you've been to school. They don't care how much you pay for certification. They can care less. They want to know, how can that benefit me, right? And I had to accept that fact a couple years back, and I'm glad I did, because I didn't let my ego to stop me, from allowing that fact to stop me from doing great business. So push your ego to the side and realize that your audience only cares about themselves, and be glad about that, right? So that way you make sure all your messaging is clear, right? And it speaks to what benefits them. It speaks to what they're looking for, right? Because that's what's going to get their attention. Without it, I promise you, they will not stick around. They'll be gone in the wind, and you can be wondering, where's my audience at? Why is no one responding to any of my ads? Why is no one responding to any of my content? Why is no one responding to any of my posts? And they'll be gone with the wind, because they're going to be confused at what you offer, and they're going on to the next person who has clearly articulated the value that they provide, and they're going on to do business with that person. So I got an action step for you right now. Here's action step number 1. You ready? Take out your pen and pad. You should have already been taking notes, but take out your pen and pad. Here's an action step for you to take right now. Write down the number 1 result your clients want. Write down the number 1 result that your clients want and build your offer around that. If you do that, my friend, you can't lose. So let me ask you a question. Just how confident are you right now that your offer that you currently have right now can provide that transformation clearly to your audience? How confident are you right now? Put that in the comments right now on a scale from 1 to 10. 1 meaning I'm not too confident. 10 meaning my confidence is sky high, through the roof. Right? That I'm fully confident my current offer right now clearly articulates the transformation and the value I offer. Put that in the comments right now on a scale from 1 to 10. 1, nowhere near where you want it to be. 10, you couldn't ask for anything more. Put that in the comments right now, because I would love to know your answer. So put that in the comments right now. And by the way, if you want to go deeper in creating a clear and compelling offer, I actually got a free guide for you. It's called the 3 Steps to Attract Premium Clients, and you can actually get it in the link in the description below. So don't miss it. It's a total game changer. So mistake number 2, you are speaking to the wrong audience. And here's a news flash for you. If you're marketing to the wrong audience, it doesn't even matter how great your offer is. You see, my friend, there are premium clients out there. They're out there right now looking for you, but check this out. They're not wasting their time with those who can't speak directly to their needs. They're not paying any attention. They want experts who can speak directly to their needs. And if you can do that, guess what? The game changes for you. But if you can't, guess what? You continue to get more and more the same that you've been getting up to this point. So how do you know if you're speaking to the wrong audience? Would you like to know? Well, I'm going to give you a pop quiz right now. Here's one way, I'm going to give you 2 ways you can know real quick you're actually speaking to the wrong audience. They'll give you answers like, I need to think about it. Or here's another one. I can't afford it. It's out of my budget. I don't have the money. Does any of those things sound familiar? Or you getting that type of rejection or that type of objection, from the folks who you've been pitching your offers to? Well, if so, it's a 99% chance that you're speaking to the wrong audience. Sometimes, and this is true, you can have the wrong offer with the right audience. Okay, that's possible as well. But a lot of the times, you probably have the right offer with the wrong audience. And that can be a pain in the neck. And that's when you find yourself committing the cardinal sin of selling. And what is that cardinal sin, my friend? I did it before many years ago, and it hurt me. It hurt my business. That is convincing. How many times you see people trying to convince you to buy something? See, the moment you got to convince someone to buy something, guess what? You got to convince them to actually show up and do the work. Okay, you got to convince them not to go and get a charge or refund and do a chargeback on you. And you got to convince. See, the moment you got to convince someone, they are not your ideal client. Your ideal audience doesn't need convincing. Your ideal audience don't need to continue to think about it. Why? Because they know exactly what they want. They already know and understand too. Usually when you say you think about it, that's a smoke cloud, right? It's usually when someone say they don't think about it, if they're the right audience, it only means that maybe you have not articulated enough value and spoken to their needs. But if they're the right audience with the right offer, you will not hear that objection. And why is that? Here's the deal. Premium clients, they value something more than money. What do premium clients value more than money? Their time, right? So they understand that what? God has only given you and I 24 hours in a day. They understand that, you know what? I got better things to do than to hang out. Now, nothing wrong. You guys are here watching my video right now on YouTube. I'm glad you're here. But premium clients are not going to spend 24 hours a day trying to do everything for free, watching YouTube videos or going on every free webinar, or every free challenge, or every free event, right? No, they realize that, hey, time is of the essence, and they value their money because they know that money is infinitely more valuable than, they know that time, my bad, time is much more, infinitely more valuable than money because they use money to buy time and they want to compress time frames. So what could take someone 5 years to figure out on their own, they'd rather invest to get the 5-month shortcut to compress that time frame. Why? Because they use their money to buy time because that's what successful people do. So these folks are already looking for your solutions. So check this out. Take a hard look at your content. Are you speaking to action takers who are ready to take action right now? Are you talking to people at the top of the funnel? Are you talking to freebie seekers? Are you talking to excuse makers? Are you talking to people who just want to do, just not serious about taking those next steps? Why? Because they're not your ideal audience. So go back and judge your content. Examine your content. Look at your stuff that you're putting out there in the marketplace. And are you chasing leads who are not even in a position to say yes? If they can't say yes, if they're not qualified to say yes, my friend, you're wasting time, which means you're wasting money. Because here's the deal. When you're targeting the right audience, something will begin to happen. Those folks will begin to reach out to you, asking you, how can I work with you? And that's when you know that it's working. That's when you begin to know that you are actually now targeting the right audience. So now let's dive into mistake number 3. You're not building trust quickly. Let's keep it 100 right now. Let's keep it hundo. Let's keep it real. Or where I'm from in the state of Texas, let's keep it trio right now. Let's keep it trio, true and real, all right? No one invests $10K without trust. Nobody. Nobody's going to randomly give you $10K, $15K, $20K, $25K, right, for your premium value offer, what some folks call high ticket offers, right, without trust. It just doesn't happen. And check this out. Premium clients don't need to be hard. They don't need a hard sell, right? They don't need you to hard sell them. They don't need a hard sales pitch. They just want to know that you actually give them the transformation that they're looking for. If they believe that you can give them the transformation that they're looking for, the 10K, 15K, 20K, 25K, that's not a problem. Why? Because they know they're going to invest. They know they're going to earn way more if they get the transformation from you. So let me give you a nugget. Here's how to build your trust quickly. You want to know? You want to know? Share your expertise freely. Well, what do you mean, Chris? Well, you're watching me right now on social media. You're watching me right now on YouTube. Okay? This is what I call my community service content, right? I give valuable content here on this platform, on this channel here, right? And guess what? It's free for all to use. And truth be told, and I've been told this, that a lot of my content on this channel is better than what most people charge for, right? So how am I looking in the eyes of you? Because you're my ideal audience, right? You're like, your mindset is, well, if I'm getting this much value from Chris, from YouTube, I want to like to be in his coaching program. I want to like to become an actual client of his. Also, you can post client testimonials, right? If you have those, or case studies, things like that as well. Or behind the scenes clips, or share quick wins, something that someone can get a quick win with, right? Something like that. Or any kind of insights that can begin to showcase your results and showcase that you're an authority figure in your niche and industry. But you want to know the fastest way to break trust with your audience? Inconsistency. Yes, inconsistency. If your branding or messaging doesn't match your content, doesn't match your expertise, your audience will begin to doubt you. See, let me share something what people buy. Your audience wants to buy certainty, okay? And I'm going to share an illustration that I learned from my good friend and mentor, Myron Golden. And understand this. Your words may say one thing to your audience, but your energy and your body language says something else. Let me say that one more time. Your words may say one thing to your audience, but your energy and your body language says something else. Okay? You have to make sure, just like I used to be in the music business, right? And I still do music a little bit today, right? Well, to make a song, you have to have two components of a song. You have to have what? Music and lyrics. Without those two things coming together, you do not have a song. And so when it comes to messaging and marketing, and you standing in front of your audience, right? Your words can be your lyrics of a song, right? You say things out there and it sounds good, but your body language, but your energy, but your belief system in yourself and your audience can read that when they're seeing you presenting or watching you, they're reading that and thinking about that. And that's like your music. And what do people trust? People are going to trust the music that they're listening to. They're going to trust the music more than the lyrics. Okay? So you got to make sure those things are in sync with one another so that when your audience sees you, they feel comfortable. They feel confident. And they believe that you believe that you actually can give them the transformation that you're putting out there in the marketplace. So, hope that's making sense. So, think about this. What's the first impression that your brand is putting out there right now in the marketplace? Because as they say, and it doesn't make it right, but as they say, first impressions are what? A lasting impression. So I can remember this. A couple of years ago, I had launched my Kingdom Entrepreneurship community called God's Masterpiece. And I remember some people who who were out there talking about kingdom entrepreneurship and their messaging. And they sent me some links to some of their stuff. And they sent me some links to some of their funnels. And when I say what I saw was some of the worst funnels, worst marketing that I've ever seen in my career of doing this. And I've been online in the online marketing space in some kind of capacity for over 20 plus years. I over 20 plus years. I got started in the online marketing space around 2000, 99, 2000. And when I say I saw some of the worst funnels, worst websites, worst marketing in my life, I was, and you saying kingdom entrepreneurship, meaning that you're representing God, everything should look excellent. And you can talk about God all day long. But the first impression your audience is going to see, is that going to ask them for more? Is that going to have them wanting to get more from you? Or is it going to push them away? So what's the first impression that your brand is giving right now? Is it confidence? Is it clarity? Is it expertise? Or is it something else? You see, people judge you off everything you put out there in the marketplace. Every post, every funnel page, every video, every piece of content that you are putting in the marketplace, you are being judged on it. And you can say, it's not fair, Chris, it's not fair. Life isn't fair. Life isn't fair, my friend. Life isn't fair. Okay? So since that's the case, and that's how people think, why? Because you do the same thing. I do the same thing. Be aware of that. Be very conscious of what you put in the marketplace. I can remember one of my other clients. She liked to go live on her social media, right? And she had a premium value offer, a 5-figure offer. And she liked to go live a lot. However, she would go live a lot, and the offer that she was putting in the marketplace didn't match the brand that she was putting in the marketplace. And she would go live in certain clothing that was not in alignment with her offer. She would have certain things on her head that should not be on her head when you're presenting that type of offer in the marketplace. She will have things going on in her environment that should not be in a video when you present that kind of offer in the marketplace. And guess what? She struggled. So I had to keep it 100. I had to keep it real and trill with her and tell her, listen, you got to be very aware of what you put in the marketplace because of the premium value prices that you're asking for. Your audience are going to judge everything that you do. And she began to change her dress. She became more conscious of when she did videos. And guess what? She had more success in her business as well. You see, when trust is established, your premium value clients have no problem paying that amount. They don't have no problem paying $10,000, $15,000, $25,000, $40,000, $50,000, right? They have no problem paying it. Why? Because they see it as being worth it. It's worth it to them. And once they perceive you as someone worthy to pay $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, $25,000, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, guess what? Deals become much faster for you. You start closing more. You know what's a saying? Success loves speed, right? Or money loves speed. All of a sudden, things will pick up quickly for you. And you'll be like, man, my goodness, what have I been doing the last 10 years of my life, right? That's how fast things can change for you once you begin to incorporate these things I'm sharing with you now, my friend. And all of a sudden, you see yourself making much more sales with a whole lot less resistance. There'll be no need to convince. Literally, you would just give an invitation. Hey, would you like for me to help you with this? And they say, yes, I will. Right? And literally, folks would be asking you, ready for you to make the offer for them. That's the position you got to put yourself in. I remember doing a challenge recently. And this gentleman is a client now. But I remember I was doing a 5-day challenge. And on day 2 of the challenge, a gentleman reached out to me. Now, I didn't know who he was. He had signed up for VIP on my challenge, right? He wasn't on my email list. He wasn't connected to me on social media, any kind of way. So I didn't know who he was. And in fact, he didn't know who I was. He just registered he saw one of my ads out there. He registered for my challenge and he upgraded to VIP, right? And he showed up, and after 2 days of VIP and 2 days of the challenge training, right? He actually messaged me. He sent me a message on Facebook and said, hey, I'm in your challenge. I'm in your VIP. I want to know what it takes to work with you. And I was like, well, hey, I am going to give an offer in the challenge. I'm going to give an offer, later on in the challenge. So stay tuned for the offer. He said, but hey, I'm ready to join now. Now check this out. I have not given an amount of the program or anything. So then I responded back to him. I said, okay, hey, tell me exactly what are you looking for, right? I didn't want to run out of price without knowing what he's looking for. He told me things he was looking for. I said, okay, cool. We can do this. We can do that. Okay, awesome. So we put everything together. I said, hey, but guess what? For what you're looking for and everything like this, we can do it all for you right now for only $24,000. I said, only $24,000. We can get you all set up and get you going. He responded back to me. He said, great. Give me your bank routing information. I'm going to wire you the funds. And I was like, cool. Now check this out. This was the $24,000 sale. As someone only been around me for 2 days, but he got so much. He saw the branding. He saw the value. I had the right messaging to bring him into my world, right? It attracted him to my world. And he saw the transformation that I could give him. That $24,000 was no big deal. Again, premium value clients, $24,000 is no big deal. And guess what? That client today has generated over $205,000 from a $24,000 investment. So was that worth it for him? Yeah. Who got the better end of that deal? He did, right? He invested $24,000 and earned over $25,000 and counting, right? In a short amount of time. And he did that in less than a year. In less than a year, my friend. So that's what happens when you get dialed in on what I'm sharing with you today, and you begin to attract the right audience and the right clients to your business, where no hard selling was necessary, no convincing was necessary. They actually reaching out to you, ready to do business with you. All right, so let's do a recap right now. Let's do a recap, okay? The 3 biggest reasons premium value offers don't sell. Number 1, lack of clarity. Number 2, speaking to the wrong audience. And number 3, not building trust fast enough. Don't forget, people do business when they know, like, and trust. So it's key to build that trust faster, because the faster you build it, the more sales you will make and the more impact you can help create on other folks. So if you fix these things, my friend, your sales process will become unrecognizable. And guess what? That'd be a good thing. That'd be an awesome thing for you to become unrecognizable. All right. So in the best way, in the very best way possible. So again, if you're ready to take this to the next level and you want to take this much further right now, download my free guide, The 3 Steps to Attract Premium Clients. The link is in the description below. So my friend, hopefully you enjoyed this. Post in the comments right now the #1 takeaway from today's video. Post in the comments right now the #1 takeaway you had, the #1 aha, the most valuable nugget you got from today's video right now. Post in the comments. I want to see what you have to say, and I will respond to your comment as well. And let's get your business thriving with premium clients who will say yes, 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 yes to your offer. All right, my friend? So thanks for watching this video, my friend. I'm going to see you on my next video. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you know all the good YouTube stuff. You already know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button, and all that good stuff as well. You want to share it, feel free to share it as well, my friend. So until the next time, remember this, put God first in all that you do, and you too shall succeed. Peace and God bless.